The way that your field placement works is I truly believe in what I call it a guided matching process. So your junior year, you will be meeting either with Kenyatta or myself, or who knows, right? 3 years from now, it's hard to think about junior year by now. And we sit down and we talk with you about what it is that you're hoping to do with your internship. And we want to get to know you. We do have a database that students will get plugged into. I kind of joke around, it's like match.com for internships, where you get to filter and say, I like this and I like that. So if you know you want to work with trauma or victims of abuse and I don't know how many of you got a chance to come to Miami yet, but Oxford's kind of in the middle of nowhere sometimes. So we don't have a lot of Oxford-based placements, but we have a ton in Hamilton, which is 15, 20 minutes away, depending on how many lights you have to go through some days or tractors you get behind. And so you'll talk to us about your comfort level, how far you want to commute, what your schedule is. Some of you might be working or have other responsibilities. If you're taking a lot of other classes, usually your senior year, we try to offer a lot of our classes, maybe just like you can do all your classes on Monday, Wednesday, and then you intern, Tuesday, Thursday, maybe half a Friday. Or you take some classes online your senior year so that you have more free time to do your interning. But we get to know you. We want to know where you want to intern. And then we have you go out to at least 3 different agencies to interview. I would never tell you have to go somewhere, and I never tell agencies they have to take anyone. I want you to feel like this is the best fit for you. And if you interview at 3 and say, I'm not so sure, you interview at 3 more. And so collectively, we brainstorm options. You tell me what you want to do, or Kenyatta, and we say, how about this, this, and this, and share it. Every year, we also do an intern and career fair with our career services, and it's really targeted just for you. We're one of the few majors that actually gets their own little career fair. Teacher education does too. But social service agencies come just to meet you and recruit you. So it's also an opportunity for you to walk from booth to booth and network with people. Right now, obviously it's virtual, but I'm hoping to go back to face by the time it's time for you all to be there. And after you interview, then you'll be doing your internships there. Most students spend about 15 hours a week for 2 semesters. And you can start your field. Some people do them in the summer and then end of the fall. Some people start in spring. Most students start in the fall and then go through just like a regular academic year. But we have a lot of flexibility with that too. So if for some reason you're ahead of the game or you want to slow things down because you study abroad, we can make that work. On occasion, I do have some students who actually intern at home over the summer for one of their semesters. So I've had students in Chicago. I've had students in outside of New York City. I've had students all over Indiana, and we just work together to figure out what makes sense for you. I've had students in Toledo, so that's worked out. But the goal is to really give you what you think you need. Thinking about your interests, there's so many agencies that already are serving kids and adults who've been victims of trauma and abuse. Women Helping Women is a great agency, lots of foster care agencies. We've been doing tons more just with trauma in general. I have several schools that love having interns, either to do groups or individual work, or actually even supporting the parents of the kids. We have preschool programs, we have alternative programs, so tons of work there. And then if you decide that, halfway through this, you're like, wow, I just love senior citizens, or I want to do a nursing home or hospice, or work with Oxford seniors or Meals on Wheels. We really offer the whole gamut. So Kenyatta, is there anything I kind of going to put you on the spot? Is anything that you think is critical that I haven't shared yet?
No, I think you covered everything. I know everything that Sharon said was true, but I really feel like because I told you this is a new role for me, we really do try to make the best possible match. I just actually did my first meeting with one of our students, and it was really collaborative. I mean, I really wanted to know what her interests were. I'm a firm believer in doing what you love to just make sure that you are just engaged with your passion. So I know it's really driven by what you guys really want to do. And I know that Sharon has found a lot of placement options where we're running from the gamut of working with really young kids to people who are, older or seniors, and just every different facet. I mean, even taking this new position, I just see all these different agencies that we're working with. So I really feel as if you will find an internship that will basically fit what your needs are, what your passions, what your desires are. And even if you think initially you want to work with younger children, and you realize, you know what, this really isn't for me, you do have an opportunity to go into another field placement and work with a different population. So I really think that Miami has done a wonderful job as far as finding all these different placement options for you.
And I just wanted to jump in and say sometimes the most valuable lesson you can learn is that thing. Like, okay, I thought this would be awesome for me. This was fine, but I think I'm going to go a different direction. And I love that this gives you that opportunity to learn more about yourself and your passion. And it's especially great if you don't have any it narrowed down at all in terms of population. Well, then it's all good.